What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. Today is Wednesday. It's August 29th. This is episode 185 of the Daily Vlog Live. And yeah, I am a half an hour late to the party. Had some issues this morning, was a little bit delayed, and this is going to happen from time to time. So I do encourage anybody out there, if you are a fan of the show, you probably want to follow me on Twitter at VR Game Rankings. I don't tweet that much, but usually the tweets are like show times, if a show's going to be canceled, that sort of thing. And the crazy thing is, check this out, folks. I delayed this show by a half an hour, and guess what I hear outside? I hear Job. Job has just arrived. My lawnmower guy has just arrived. I delay this show by half an hour and my lawnmower guy shows up. I thought he was taking the day off because he was never here. We have Phil Yarn in the building. What up, Ant Dog? It's going good, Phil. Everything is going good. Fluke and T-Dub in the house as well. And you know what? I'm going to tell you guys today, we got trailers up the yin-yang. There's actually a lot of little trailers I can throw on. There's a lot of little things going on. The other thing I'll talk about too is I have played Bow to Blood. I have played Torn, and I've also played the Wolfenstein 3D mod, basically, that's going around that a lot of people have been talking about. I've played the Wolfenstein as well. So I will be talking about those three experiences a little bit later in the show. Let me go ahead and open things up, though, with my standard intro trailer. And, of course, this is VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. Welcome to the Daily Vlog Live, episode 185 of the show for Wednesday, August 29th. Dr. Freeman! Dr. Freeman is in the building, and you know what Dr. Freeman keeps yapping about? Or what he was yapping about yesterday? He kept talking about Onward. Onward, man. Play that Onward trailer, man. And you know what? I forgot all about it. So guess what, Dr. Freeman? I am on YouTube right now. I'm looking up Onward. Trailer. I will try to find this Downpour Interactive. There we go. Version 1.3, bro. So I will grab this trailer. This is for you, Dr. Freeman. This is for you, exclusively for you. And there's my lawnmower guy. Do you hear it? Loud as hell. I won't talk about him anymore because I know sometimes you guys don't hear him. I hear him loud. Sometimes, like, see that door right there? Like, he'll get really close to that door with the blower thingamajiggy, and that's where it's really loud. But, yeah, so I grabbed the Onward trailer for Dr. Freeman. Don't tell me I've never done anything for thee, because I have. Okay, so that is the Onward trailer. All right, let's see. Let me go ahead and... Bird Person has made it as well. Yeah, Job is in the building. No, Job has not tried VR. I could put him in my Oculus Go. It'd be simple, right? I'm going to have to tell him that everybody, I talk about him on my show, and everybody wants him to try VR. Phil Yarn says, is hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades worth 20 bones? Personally, Phil, I would probably hold on to those pennies if I were you, because it seems like that is such an old, ancient game. I'm not saying it's bad in any way, shape, or form, but there's a million sales in VR. That's the thing that VR has no games, but you know what we got? We got sales. I mean, we got sales all the time. And an older game like that, you're going to be able to pick that up for pennies on the dollar. So I honestly would wait around for something like hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. You're already crazy late to the party with that. And that $20 would probably be better spent on some new hotness. So that's my theory on that. Okay, so number one story of the day is the ACER OJO 500. It's spelled OJO, but it's pronounced OJO. This is the ACER OJO 500. This is a picture of the device. This is a brand new Windows mixed reality headset. However, this is actually designed for more arcade kind of market. Yeah, this is the ACER OJO 500, the ACER OJO 500. And at first I was like, oh shit, what's going on here? This is awesome. A brand new Windows mixed reality headset. This is the second wave of Windows mixed reality. IFA, baby. IFA is in the building. This IFA show, there's keynotes, Star VR, a lot of things are going on. So there is a little bit of hype from that standpoint. But when I saw that this was like this detachable thing, what it instantly popped into my mind is there is some theme parks out there. There's this one theme park, I forget which one it is, where they've designed a VR headset like this where it just like magnetically pops on. And the beauty of this idea is what they do is they have people queuing up in line just to put on not the headset itself, but just the frame of the headset. So they get a perfect fit. It's all situated. It's all nice and tight. They're ready to go. And then bam, they just grab the magnetic basically guts of the headset on the front and they just bam, they pop it on and it's good to go. And so what Acer has done here is they're doing some things. I mean, Acer is involved. Acer seems to be very involved in VR. We really like the fact that they're making a lot of attempts at doing some different things with Star VR. And then now this is great for theme parks. That's basically what this is all about. As you hear Job outside, he is a little bit pissed with the blower and he is blowing it hard. VR fan Snakebert says theme park VR is sloppy and inconsistent at best. Okay, let me go ahead and throw on an OJO trailer. We have a little mini trailer for it. Maybe it has some sound. I'm gonna pump up the volume because dude is right over here. Let's see. Hold on a sec. Okay, where's my OJO trailer? Okay, here we go. Hands on. Okay.
OJO 500, the next generation of Windows mixed reality technology. With the hard strap, the weight balances evenly, so you can move around as much as you like without it slipping out of place. Bring the sound straight to your ears with patented sound pipe technology. You don't need to bother with extra headphones. Even better, you're still aware of your real surroundings. The padding is like a comfortable pillow all around your head. It also guides the lens into position and keeps it there even when you flip it up.
Oh snap!
Storing and cleaning the lens is really convenient. Just take it off. What's your interpupillary distance? No idea what that is? Don't worry. It's easy to find out with an Android app. It does your work for you and makes sure you'll see everything clearly. The OJO 500 has two straps. Here's the soft version. Just like the hard strap, it's easy to adjust, remove, and clean. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. Use Steam VR to play thousands of games. There's no long, complicated setup requiring lots of space and equipment. If you're preparing for a trip to the virtual world, just pack the ACER OJO 500, the only device you'll need.
OJO, the OJO 500, baby. It is in the building. The OJO 500 is in the building. I don't know, you know, looking at this little trailer that they played right here, to me, this seems more like a consumer product than just for like theme parks and stuff. Yeah, you know, this seems, it seems more like, yeah, I mean, it seems like they're trying to compete head-to-head with the Odyssey, basically, with this headset, because the way I understand it is this is going to be priced at $399.99. They have the integrated audio. They have the more ergonomic design. A lot of the complaints when we first got the mixed reality headsets, a lot of the complaints was around the fit of these mixed reality headsets. The other huge complaint, remember, what did a lot of us complain about? The IPD adjustment. I think the IPD is pretty much locked at about 66. So if you were on the high side or the low side of the IPD range, you were kind of screwed with these mixed reality headsets. This seems to have like a physical IPD adjustment, which that is really huge if you can actually legitimately move the lenses. Now, detaching the thing off of there from a consumer standpoint, you know, they're talking about cleaning the lenses. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's a slight advantage there. I mean, I guess it's an advantage in certain ways. Could you just pop it off while you're in action? And then look at something and pop it back up. But it does have the flip up design, so you really don't even need to do that either. So this puppy is $399. I don't know, did we get any kind of a release date for this thing? Looks pretty interesting. Let me bounce over to the Vive subreddit. I just want to see if there's more details on this. This is the ACER OJO 500. And it is in the building, and it is kicking ass and taking names. So let's see here. Did they give the weight on the OJO 500? I think I read 470 grams is the weight on the OJO 500. I am in the Vive subreddit. They're mostly talking about the Star VR information, which honestly, everything that I saw in regards, there is also like video for Star VR and all of that. But everything that I saw in relation to Star VR was basically information we've already known. So now I am in the Oculus subreddit, and I'm looking at Acer introduces first detachable Windows mixed reality headset, the OJO 500. OJO. This isn't wireless. Okay, that is the first reply to this thread. It isn't wireless. It just means you can detach the parts easily. Yeah, some people were thinking maybe it was wireless. It's a modular design. Yeah, so, I mean, my first initial take upon seeing this is, oh, this is a consumer. I mean, this is for enterprise. You know, this is for business. This is not meant to be a consumer design. This is really meant for theme parks. That's the first thing that I thought upon seeing this. But based on the trailer that we just got, I don't know. To me, it really seems like this is kind of a consumer-facing product. Is this coming out later this year? Do we have the Samsung Odyssey killer? I mean, could this be a Samsung Odyssey killer? This is a shocker. Acer coming out of nowhere, shocking it. Crunchy says their presentation at IFA was about enterprise. Yeah, I wonder, you know, I mean, at $399 though, supposedly we get this price of $399. If that's actually true, it seems like they can sell it to enterprise if they want, but why not sell it to regular consumers as well? And Crunchy is saying the Odyssey Plus will make its arrival tomorrow, but maybe more importantly than the Odyssey Plus is, will we hear anything about Samsung's super high-end, super high-resolution headset as Job continues to make tremendous noise in my background. Because of the Job noise, I am going to throw on a trailer for Jet Island. Let's check this out. It is 9 minutes. It's incredibly long. I actually muted my microphone there because it got crazy loud. This is Jet Island, which is coming on September 21st. It has been announced September 21st. I did not know diddly squat about this thing. Knew absolutely nada. And this is the first time I'm seeing it. Now, they don't have a short trailer. All they have is this like 9-minute epically long trailer here. But just looking at what we've seen so far, to me, I'm like, oh, this is kind of Windlands, you know? This is kind of like the Spider-Man thing. You're kind of shooting your thing out. You're kind of zipping around, flying around, kind of like a jetpack. The world looks kind of trippy in terms of the visual aesthetic. It's got a different kind of a look, kind of voxely in certain areas with like the water and stuff. Looks pretty freaking cool. I don't know, man. Like, this came out of complete nowhere as far as I'm concerned, but there are so many little games that are popping out from all kinds of angles. And a lot of times on the subreddits, you'll see some random game announced and everybody jumps on the bandwagon because everybody's desperate for some new exciting game. And a lot of times they might be kind of mediocre, but this actually looks pretty sweet. So, you know, if you're a fan of Windlands, if you're a fan of that kind of game, Crunchy says, is it like Spider-Man with rocket wrists? That's a great elevator pitch for it. It pretty much is Spider-Man, rocket wrists, and a little bit of that Windlands love going on. J King says, I love my Odyssey, but I use my Go way more. Holy tiling textures, Batman, says Fluke Rogie. Yeah, it does have a little bit of that voxely kind of look, almost Comanche way back in the days. Remember that? But yeah, no, this is called Jet Island. I don't know too much about this. Crunchy's saying, I have no idea what this is showing. If we're talking about Jet Island, that is what this is. Incredibly long trailer. Let's listen in on this a little bit.
Balancing the gameplay, helping me come up with ideas for features, and also it's just been a lot of fun to be able to get online and play with so many awesome people. If you want to join the community and meet these awesome beta players, go ahead and join the Discord channel, link in the description below. So huge thank you to the beta players. Seriously, I could not have made this game without your help, especially the multiplayer part. The game is just so much better than it would have been without the beta players. So thank you so much for helping me.
So it kind of sounds like this is being made by basically one dude, which this is quite impressive for being made by one dude in comparison to like Toy Gun Office Simulator yesterday. But I'm sure he's had help. It looks a little bit advanced for just one guy. But hey, I'll tell you what, Jet Island, not on my radar prior to this morning. It is now on my radar. Looks very interesting. That looks pretty freaking cool. And September 21st, you know, I'm guessing this is early access. It's brand new, and it's probably going to be kind of a bare bones-ish version of the game. But, you know, we got Heat. Heat continues to come on a regular basis. It's a nice thing. There is a brand new Creed trailer that dropped today. Let's go ahead and check this out. This is like the official Creed trailer for the release on the 25th.
In the blue corner, Adonis Hollywood Creed.
So pretty brief trailer there for Creed Rise to Glory, which is coming on September 25th. That is a brand new trailer that has just popped out, so just wanted to give that a quick second there. You know, let's take a look at that Onward trailer. This is for our boy Dr. Freeman. I don't know if anybody saw this in chat the last couple of days, but Dr. Freeman was yapping about this. Weird format here, but let's check this trailer out. I love how these Onward guys walk. Look at their feet. Onward version 1.3. Actually looks pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie about that. This looks pretty cool, this update. I mean, Onward is doing a lot. They're doing some things. They're trying to be that kind of Call of Duty-ish kind of a thing. I had a lot of fun. You know, I tried this on a free weekend. I do not actually own Onward personally, but I tried this on a free weekend, and I was having fun, especially in that neighborhood level. It looks like maybe there's some new maps here. Dr. Freeman is saying that the drone is a lot of fun. The animations for the walking is a little bit funny style, but you're not going to be paying attention to that while you're actually inside this game. So Onward does look really cool. So that is the 1.3 update. Has anybody else been in Onward recently? What are your thoughts on this newest update? Okay, so since you know we're popping up trailers like it's going out of style, how about the Zion release trailer? Let's go ahead and check this out. Trailer Wednesday. This is Trailer Wednesday. So you get to build your ship Lego style. I was really like looking forward to Zion back when I first saw it, but all the people that like got it right away and were checking it out right away were saying that it had a lot of problems. And I think maybe I tried a Zion demo and it was kind of like basic, but I like this look. I like the look of it. And I always thought with Zortex 26XX, like after seeing Zortex, I'm gonna turn the volume up because dude is near my door. I'll get back in a sec. Yeah, so, you know, with the arrival of Zortex 26XX in the lab, that was one of my favorite early VR games, and I think it's one of the most underrated VR games there is. Like, somebody like Roy Schwartz, brand new to the PC VR gaming world, like, if I was Roy, I'd just be playing stuff like Zortex 26XX over and over and over again. I'd be playing Unseen, you know, I'd be playing all these early games, Unseen Diplomacy, Robot Repair in the Lab, you know, I'd be doing all kinds of that type of stuff. And I remember when I tried Zortex, I thought, oh, there's going to be a million clones of Zortex. Like, everybody's going to see what Valve did, and they're going to copy the shit out of it, and we're going to get a million clones of it. And we really haven't gotten a million clones. Now, this isn't necessarily like a Zortex 26XX clone, but it is in maybe the same kind of category to a degree. And it does look pretty cool. So now that this is like full release now, hopefully it's like a legit game now. We'll have to see somebody that maybe already owns this game from a long time ago and you haven't played it in a million years. Maybe try the update, check it out. I mean, that looks colorful. It looks cool. I like the visuals, kind of this Minecraft-y kind of looking thing. Looks pretty sweet. So that is Zion. So yeah, we just got a lot of different trailers that have popped out of the blue today. Apologies for the noise in the background. Let's see, what else can I throw on here? Well, you know, why don't I talk about some of the games that I did play yesterday? And one of them, of course, was Bow to Blood. I played Bow to Blood yesterday, I played Torn yesterday, and I played Wolfenstein 3D yesterday. And I'm going to have my comments on all three of these games. Bow to Blood, I gotta tell you that normally when I come on here, let me see, is my mic is active, okay. Normally when I come on here and I'm gonna talk about a game, I really wish that I had like a specific take to give you guys about the game, like a recommendation, or like I'm really liking this game or I'm really hating this game. And the funny thing is Bow to Blood, I can't really make a declaration in that type of category. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of this trailer volume.
When I'm in drone control, I'll send out our Mashy drones to disable enemy.
Let's
When
listen
I'm in the
to this
turret,
for a sec.
I'll use the turret to shoot things. Do I really need to explain this one?
Captains also have numerous essence charges that can be moved to divert power to various systems to adapt to any situation. Fire various types of specialty ammo. Use overshield to become immune to projectiles. Send out your Mashi drones to disable targeted ships. And push your engines to their limit to gain short boosts of speed. And finally, no ship would be complete without the captain's trusty sidearm. In the next video, we will be talking about managing relationships and surviving.
Okay, so Bout of Blood. Let's talk about Bout of Blood. So there's a lot of cool things that are going on here, but there's also a lot of issues. My thing about Bout of Blood is I'm trying to play the game with 2 move controllers. And you can play it with 2 move controllers. You can play it with a DualShock 4. So it gives you either option, right? And I'm not sure that move controllers are the way to play the game because it seems convoluted to me. The controls, like the single biggest negative with this game is the learning curve. There is absolutely a learning curve in my opinion. There's a lot of different controls, like just controlling your ship, making your ship go forward, making your ship go backwards, turning your ship to the left, turning your ship to the right, dipping the nose, raising the nose, signaling your guys and moving them around to their different battle stations, shooting the different things, changing their, you have this control panel in front of you. It's a lot of controls. It's a lot to learn. Like you're not gonna play this game. You're not gonna play Bout of Blood and be like, oh yeah, I got everything, I'm good. You're gonna have to play this game like 3-4 times, I think, before you're gonna learn the controls of this game. So I've played this game basically 2 different gameplay sessions. The first time I had a DualShock 4, I decided to switch to the 2 move controllers, thinking maybe that would be better. It wasn't really better. So I don't know, maybe DualShock 4 is actually the easier way to play this game, but the controls are convoluted. Now, I don't think you want to throw the baby out with the bathwater and say, well, oh, the controls are convoluted on this game, so let's give up on it entirely. Let's just throw it away because the controls are kind of convoluted. Because somebody that takes the time and they learn how to play Bout of Blood, it's going to seem even better to them because it's going to be more intricate, more involved, more things going on, more agency, constantly manipulating things and controlling things. It kind of will bring you into the game a bit. But I'm at the earlier stage of the learning curve, and I still feel like I don't have this learning curve dialed in. The other big negative, I will say, in regards to Bout of Blood is graphically, I don't believe this game has a PlayStation 4 Pro patch, in my opinion. I'm playing it on my PlayStation 4 Pro, but graphically, I was in the game yesterday and I was thinking this kind of seems like this maybe could run on the Oculus Go. In fact, I had played some, like it was kind of reminding me of some Oculus Go experiences because it goes with this very basic graphical aesthetic, very cartoony, a lot of bright colors and stuff. I think the trailer actually makes this look maybe a little bit better than it does. When you get the headset on, it's not incredibly crisp and clear. It's kind of Vaseline-ish. It's a lot of shimmering. This is not a graphically stunning game. It has a lot of color. And this little control panel, the control panel that you're messing with right there as the ship's captain, has a lot going on, and that is cool, and it kind of immerses you in there, having that control panel. You even have your own little private pistol that you can grab. You have a couple of these shipmates, and you can direct them to different battle stations. You have these little square things, these essence cores that you're using, and you can put them into different categories to power up different parts of your ship. You got like shields, blah, 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 all this type of thing. But bottom line, my take on Bout of Blood, what is the price on this? Is this $19.99? Let me find out. I don't know the price. I should have the price. Hold on a sec. Bout of Blood, PlayStation. We bounce over to the PlayStation Store. Oh, goodness gracious. This game is $29.99. Yeah, based on what I've seen, see, $19.99, I got to tell you, you know, this is the live realization of the pricing situation, because if this was $19.99, I'd be like a lot more lenient on this. But at the $30 price, this is kind of a specialized game. You kind of need to be into this kind of game, or you're probably going to be a bit disappointed. I mean, you got to be willing to wait on the game and learn the game's controls, because this is not an instant jump in and have fun game, although it's very much an action game. So, you know, what do you guys think? So let's see what people are saying here. Crunchy says, this game has cool concepts. Don't know why it isn't multiplayer co-op. I thought it was. Hybrid Energy, too many games this week. I wish I could input, but it's been all Torn for me yesterday. Yeah, I did play Torn, but kind of barely scratched it, but I'll get into Torn in a second here. Hybrid is saying, isn't Bout of Blood the sleeper hit that PSVR fans and Upload VR seems to say? Like, a lot of people are saying it is a sleeper hit. Crunchy says he could see how it would be usable on Go with a controller. It looks kind of Oculus Go-ish. And as far as like the sleeper hit is concerned, this could be a sleeper hit if you really learn the controls. If you take the time, you really learn the controls. And if you get to the point where the controls are second nature and you're not fussing with the controls more than you are enjoying the game, yeah, I can see how you could really dive into this game and get caught up into this game. It does present its own little cartoon world with its own little fiction that is going on. Bird Person, is this a PSVR exclusive? For now it is. For now it's a PSVR exclusive, but I believe it is published by Tribe Toy, not Sony. So my guesstimation is within about 45 to 90 days, you'll probably see this on the Oculus Rift and PlayStation VR. We've been seeing that a lot lately. Look at Moss and look at many other games that have hit PSVR. What else? Lots of PSVR games have been there for, 30, 45 days, and then boom, they bounce over to Rift and Vive. So Bout of Blood, basically my final take on Bout of Blood is you got to wait. I got to play it some more. I am going to play it some more. Not sure if I'm going to switch back to the DualShock 4. Maybe that actually is easier. There are some nice things, especially your control panel where it shows your ship and it shows your shields. A lot of detailed stuff going on. And in VR, I can tell you what, one of the things that VR can really take advantage of is like instruction manuals and dashboards, cockpits for planes and cars. This is something that VR is going to do better than any other medium, because you're going to be, especially when we have clarity, we have resolution, we have focus, and you're looking at these instruction manuals, these panels right in front of you, control panels, and you're manipulating levers and turning dials, especially with the sound and the audio quality. They're going to do some really good things with that, and this game shows some of that. Bout of Blood does show some of that. So that is Bout of Blood. Mixed reaction as far as I'm concerned in terms of my early take, but way too early for me to give up on it. So I am not giving up on Bout of Blood quite yet. Okay, one thing I want to get into, this is kind of just for shits and giggles here, is Wolfenstein 3D. And this is the mod that is going out there. It is on itch.io. You can go ahead and download this. It's free. Now, I don't know if id is going to be like, bro, this ain't cool, take this shit down, or anything like that, but it is on itch.io. You can grab it. I ran this on my Oculus Rift yesterday. This mod has been designed with the HTC Vive in mind. You're actually in a certain section of it, and it shows the HTC Vive wands. It shows the controls. And so basically I did play some of this yesterday. It seemed to work pretty good with my Oculus Rift. However, the main thing that I got to say about this is the shooting. I could never dial in my shooting. Now, this video is MameFan, our own MameFan, Justin. This is one of the first YouTube videos that he's made, and we actually have his voice in this video. Let's check this out.
So these paintings A lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes if you touch a painting, it'll open a secret, like a secret passage. Let's see. No, none of these ones. Oh, and these plant containers, you can blow those up. Oh yeah, and so you can see this is like 3D modeled. It's not just a 2D sprite, and like this is 3D modeled too. The light fixtures are 3D modeled. So there's a lot of work that went into this. Headshot.
The dogs.
That's
Gotta
a
check out the
dog?
dogs for a second. The cute little puppies. We gotta check out the puppies. Let's see more puppies.
Let's see.
Yes, more
Got a
puppies.
bunch of dogs in here.
Aw, I don't want to shoot them. There is the pet mode. You can pet them. It'd be cool if you could pet them and then they were on your side.
See what happens
You
if I
pet them
shoot
and
that?
they just go to sleep.
Nothing.
Main fan's about to eat some dog
got
food.
some
That is
food. My
nasty.
house is 68
He just
now.
straight up ate some dog food. But anyway, so guys, I tried this out, and you know the really cool thing about this, when he was showing the ceiling and he was showing the light fixture on the ceiling, it looks good, man. When I was looking at the ceiling in this game, there's something about the texture of the ceiling that just makes it look like a really realistic ceiling. And as bare bones and simplistic as this game is, as this world is, I had a lot of like presence. I felt presence like when I was playing this, like seriously, because just the ceiling, well, I have short ceilings in this room. In the room that I happen to be in, the ceilings are short. And in this game, the ceilings are short. And looking up at the ceiling, I felt like this is kind of accurate. You know, this is pretty good. The biggest problem that I had, though, with this Wolfenstein mod, and I don't know if you guys might end up with a similar problem, is I was shooting my gun and it seemed like I was never hitting the bad guys. Now, Main Fan is playing this on Vive. There might be something like with the angle of the gun might be completely off, because I was not shooting, like my gun was pretty much worthless. I had to switch to the knife and I was basically just stabbing the shit out of people. Now, I didn't get this machine gun. Maybe if I had the machine gun, it would have been a little bit better, but I'm definitely going to screw around with this. And I'll tell you what, the one thing about this Wolfenstein 3D thing here is you can pay $20 for Compound on Steam, or you can download this for free, and you're getting a retro experience either way. Now, Compound is a little bit more involved. It does have the music, and it does have more of everything is kind of in 3D. The bad guys and everything are in 3D as well. And this has like bitmapped bad guys and dogs and stuff like that, but some 3D models. But this is well worth trying. This is well, if you've ever played this back in the days, you guys absolutely have to try that. Okay, so let's switch up. That is Wolfenstein 3D. Let me grab a Torn. I'm going to grab a Torn trailer, watch a little bit of it, and then we'll talk about Torn for a second here.
Okay. Microphone is live and recording. What happened to this place? Hello? Hello? Whoa, what the?
How do you do? My name is Talbot.
Where am I?
It's my house you've been snooping in, my dear. I'd tell you more if I could. I don't remember much of anything, frankly. Will you help me?
Well, there's something you don't see every day. Wow.
So this is Torn, and I did get an opportunity to play Torn yesterday. Unfortunately, I should have played it more. I didn't play it enough. I played it one time earlier in the day, and I was hoping to get back into it. And really, I was hoping to play it maybe a couple of times, but I only had this one initial play session with it. But I got to tell you, I was highly impressed. Now, I was playing Torn on the Oculus Rift, and I played Bow to Blood on PSVR. So it's not a fair comparison, but of those two games that came out yesterday, I believe they're basically the same price. Torn, I believe, is kind of like 30 bucks, $29.99, although I think there are some discounts for the launch. And Bout of Blood, there may be a discount if you're a PS Plus player. Let me see, do I still have that page up for Bout of Blood? No, Bout of Blood is straight up $29.99, so you're not getting a discount from Bout of Blood. And also, full disclosure, both of these games, Torn, I got a code from the developer Aspire Media, so I did not pay for this. Bout of Blood VR Roundtable got a code for Bout of Blood. I didn't pay for that either, so basically didn't pay for either of these games. But if I had to make a choice between one of these two games, absolutely it would be Torn. I liked it. In the very beginning of Torn, you're walking through this forest right here. It's very pixelated on my 970 at least, and probably running it at low settings, but it kind of looks like Fallout 4 VR. You know, I'm walking around that world. You can kind of walk around free locomotion style, and I believe if you hold down the trigger on one of the Rift controllers, on one of the touch controllers, you walk a little bit faster, but I still felt like I was walking kind of slow. I wish I could maybe walk a little bit faster in Torn, although this is a puzzle game. Now, what did it remind me of? It reminded me a little bit of Red Matter, which I played recently. It reminds me of The Gallery Episode 1, The Gallery Episode 2. All of these games are outstanding games that I'm mentioning. BioShock, I said I got a little bit of a BioShock vibe. Mostly that was just the waves and like the lighthouse thing. Like right there, that part right there, I get a bit of a BioShock. I haven't seen all this stuff yet, so haven't gotten to this part yet. You do have your little kind of AI companion guy that's floating around and zipping around throughout the environment. Production values are really, really good. I'm liking this game. I don't mind a cool puzzle game. I loved Red Matter. I loved The Gallery 2, despite the problems I had with The Gallery 2. And oh, that's another thing. You're picking up a lot of pictures and looking at black and white pictures. And has anybody else noticed that this is another thing that VR can do pretty good? And we're going to get to the point in VR where we're going to be able to pick up a picture off of a shelf, and it's going to, the experience of picking up a black and white picture up off of the shelf, once we have some type of glove that gives us sensations for our hands, it's going to be indistinguishable from reality within 10 years. Easy. That's something we can do in VR. This has been proven in a lot of experiences, and Torn, I believe, shows us the way as well. Resolution still not quite there, but you get a little bit of a peek of that. But yeah, I'm super early in Torn, so unfortunately, I really wish I played this a hell of a lot more. Wanted to go back into it later in the evening, didn't get around to it. But I definitely will have more to say about Torn and more to say about Bout of Blood over the coming days. And maybe even some more to say about Wolfenstein 3D. So a lot of good stuff going on as far as I'm concerned. A lot of cool things. Okay, so let's check out chat. Push the button says new HMD for VR, Acer's Windows Mixed Reality headset, OJO 500. Yeah, push the button. You're a little bit late to the party. We did cover the OJO 500, which really looks like it's going to take away the crown from the Samsung Odyssey, although we have to wait. Odyssey Plus screen door effect eliminator is going to be included in the Odyssey Plus, so there's still a battle there. But man, you got to give some credit to Acer from the standpoint that they really made a pretty cool design, especially with like the IPD adjustments, all of that. I'm really kind of jazzed by this Acer design. This is $400 though. You know, this is a premium headset, but yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier when we started the show. And this is probably going to be used at a lot of theme parks and stuff. Acer is there stock? Can I buy some stock in Acer? Because they seem to be doing some smart things right now. Torn has a partial nudity warning. I didn't know that. Don't mind. Have no problems with that. Paradise Decay at VR Game Rankings. Anthony, didn't you get some Half-Life vibes with the gravity gun? Yeah, a little bit, sure, a little bit. And, you know, I'm kind of early on getting the gravity gun, moving things around, and exploring this environment. Actually, you know what happened? I was playing Torn and then had to go get dinner. And when I got back to it, I was going to hopefully like continue it much longer. And then I switched over to Bout of Blood, and then I got distracted and I didn't get back to Torn. So absolutely want to play a heck of a lot more Torn. Hybrid Energy says, yeah, physics. I spent 15 minutes just messing with those cloth doors and spider webs. Yeah, you see in the Torn trailer there that there's these monitors in this control station hidden behind like a cloth barrier, and you walk in it and it kind of gets stock. Oh, Acer does have stock, and it's up about 5% in the last 5 days. Makes sense. Yeah, Acer looks like they're doing some things. I'm not giving them a buy rating though, an accumulate rating. Not quite doing that, but yeah, they are doing some stuff. Let's check out another really short trailer. And this is Code 51 Mecha Arena. Somebody in chat was talking about this quite a bit. They got a bunch of these trailers that last like 20 seconds. It's like, come on, dudes, make like a 2-minute trailer. Why do you have all these trailers that last 20 seconds? This one lasts like 30 seconds and it's over. And there's a few other ones as well. I was trying to find a better trailer for this Code 51 Mecha. Let's see. Let me see if I can look up another trailer for this. But someone in chat kept talking about this. Code 51 Mecha Arena. Here's an example, though, guys, of the fact that games are just coming out left and right. I mean, there's so many little games. What is the name of this developer? I don't like using all these other people's trailers. Can't remember the name of the developer, but they've got a bunch of little trailers for this that are short as hell. Looks cool. Looks cool, I'm not gonna lie. Steven Sell says, do not buy Acer stock. No, don't. Not based just on this OJO and based on Star VR. Paradise Decay, is this the God of War developer for Mecha? Code 51 Mecha? I don't believe so. The developer is Smelly River. Yeah, Smelly River. And you gotta love these VR developers with some crazy ass names. There really are a lot of crazy names with VR developers, really with game studios in general. So, okay, so I found the Code 51 Smelly River. Oh, here's a video they have for 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Let me grab this one. But we've heard some good things about this game. And there's just so many little games that are always popping up, flying below the radar. This is one I personally wasn't tracking, flying below the radar. Back to chat. Let's see what people are talking about. SSH Turtle says, yeah, still has flaws for a $30 game. Agreed. I'm not sure if he's on Bout of Blood or Torn as far as that. Push the Button says the FOV is too little. I wonder if he's talking about the Acer OJO 500. Oh, Chris Gould. I mentioned this yesterday. Pretty simple, but I cannot stop playing the thing. Okay, so Chris Gould is the one that was talking about Code 51 Mecha Arena. Not saying he recommends it, but he finds himself playing it. And I understand that. There's lots of games where it's like, I don't know that I'd actually recommend this, but for some reason I keep playing it. Oh yeah, Titan Arena. Titan Arena, there's a new trailer for that as well. I mean, this is trailer day 95 is basically what is going on here. There are trailers all over the place. Jet Island trailer, Creed trailer, Zion had the new trailer for that shooter. I mean, we got trailers coming out of our ears, but I think there is a new Titan Arena trailer as well. What's the developer of Titan Arena, though? Hold on. But did anybody out there see Mame Fan on his YouTube video? Because, dude, the first thing I thought, because Mame Fan's been a buddy of mine, right? But just we've never communicated, like we've never talked on the phone or anything. I've never heard his voice. And I thought he has a pretty good voice for like doing a podcast or something. Wonder if anybody else noticed that, if you saw Mame Fan's little Wolfenstein video. Of course, I was telling him, though, that, you know, for the YouTube crowd, you got to pop a few Adderalls. Okay, Lightbound Studios. So I'm looking up Lightbound Studios for Titan Arena because I think there is a new, no, 1 month ago, 2 years ago, huh? So I'm not seeing any new trailers for Titan Arena. Let me try looking it up under just Titan Arena by itself. And today, maybe? Looks like the same trailer that we've already seen, so maybe they're just late to the party. So yeah, Titan Arena. Little talk about that. Yeah, Main Fan is in chat. No, I seriously think Main Fan has a pretty good voice for radio. He sounds like some actor or something that I can't put my name on. Paradise Decay says, at Main Fan, I hate my voice. Yeah, it's crazy. There are a few podcasters, you know, the Voices of VR guy, like, does the best podcast ever, but sometimes there will be a dude that just, the voice just doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is. I know it's very superficial and it's like kind of lame, but I cannot tell a lie. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go to some trailers, just a random trailer that I will throw on, and then we'll go ahead and take a quick check of the news. So I'll just throw on this little Firewall trailer here. Still haven't played Firewall. That's the one thing I have no opinion on whatsoever at this point in time, but we'll be getting that in the near future, so I will have an opinion on that soon. But let me go ahead and actually, we don't want to see Jeff Keighley. Let me grab a different Firewall trailer. My bad. I mean, no disrespect to Jeff Keighley, but we don't need to see that, do we? Is this the same one, or is this an actual trailer? Okay, yeah, Firewall 0 Hour. Yeah, Upload VR does have a new trailer for Titan Arena, but I think it's the same old trailer. I don't believe it's a new trailer because it has the same title. Like, if you go to Lightbound Studios on YouTube and look at their trailers, it was like months ago. It's not like a new trailer as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, so this is Firewall 0 Hour. A lot of people are probably enjoying this. I am not enjoying this yet, but I will give that a shot very soon. September 1st is when I plan on picking that up. But what I was going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and bounce over. Let's go ahead and check Upload VR. Let's check Road to VR. Let's see what the latest stories are. Maybe there's some updates on the OJO 500. So I hit Upload VR, and they're talking about VR game releases for August 2018, which August 2018 was pretty banging in regards to big release date, big releases coming in August 2018. I thought we had a really good August. And their next biggest story is 13 big VR games to look out for this fall. Let me take a look at their list and see what they're talking about. They're talking about Firewall 0 Hour, which of course is already available. Bout of Blood, which is already available. Torn, which is already available. They're talking about Zone of the Enders on September 4th. Transference on September 18th. Creed on September 25th. Astrobot on October 2nd. Evasion on October 9th. Dude, Astrobot is not far away at all. How fucking awesome is that? Defector, sometime in 2018. Hey, there was somebody in chat that said Defector was dated for September, and I was like, what? Breaking news? Defector dated for September? I couldn't find that anywhere. Prey Typhoon Hunter is dated for sometime in 2018. Echo Combat, sometime in 2018. A Fisherman's Tale, sometime in 2018. Space Junkies, sometime in 2018. So that is their 13 big VR games to look forward to. Don't know that I necessarily agree with all of those choices, but hey, you know, decent choices all around. Let me bounce over to Road to VR. And Road to VR says former God of War devs launch Kickstarter for colossal VR shooter Titan Arena. Now, this isn't new information, though. Like, we've known about this, right? Lightbound Studios, I guess, was founded by 2 former God of War developers. These were the janitors. You know, the 2 janitors for God of War 1? Well, they got together. No, I'm just kidding. But who knows what they were in the company. They could have got coffee for Cory Balrog. You know, they could have been his personal assistant. And yeah, they worked on God of War. I'm just playing around here. But let's see. According to the Steam listing, this game is slated to arrive on the Rift, Vive, and Windows VR headsets in April 2019. Yeah, I don't know that there's any new information here, and I don't think the trailer is new, honestly, for Titan Arena. I'll show you the trailer I got for Titan Arena, but I don't think there's anything really new going on here. But I guess if it's new to you, you know, if it's new to you, let me look for Titan Arena in my little trailer folder with a bunch of miscellaneous trailers. I should have it. Yeah, here it is. Oh, I have a Titan Arena montage. I'll throw on my little Titan Arena montage. Yeah, so these are some screenshots for Titan Arena. Hybrid Energy says that Kickstarter looks bad to me. I don't want arena wave shooters anymore. But Hybrid, the two guys that got Cory Balrog his coffee are developing this game. They've started a brand new studio, Lightbound Studios. I mean, these are the guys that made God of War, and this is an incredible robot smasher attacker. Honestly, you're actually not the robot. I think it'd be kind of cool if you were the robot. You're like a dude running around on the ground. Now, it kind of is the Shadow of the Colossus a little bit, because you are climbing up on these big giant robots. Maybe you need to blast them in the back of their head at their weak point, or you need to open up some type of container and jack up their innards. So I don't know. I mean, it could be kind of cool, but I'm not super entertained by that. VR Mania Q says this Acer OJO 500 looks nice. It sure as hell does. Honestly, it looks like one of the coolest designed headsets we've seen to date, having flip up ability, having pop your screen off ability, having the built-in Oculus Rift style headphones, very adjustable it looks like, special ergonomic design for the back of your head and everything like that. I'm kind of impressed by this OJO thing. I think this is really the story of the day. OJO for 97. Let's see. OJO, where are you? Yeah, I mean, this is the trailer we have for OJO. Let's check it out again.
Next generation of Windows mixed reality technology. With the hard strap, the weight balances evenly, so you can move around as much as you like without it slipping out of place. Bring the sound straight to your ears with patented sound pipe technology. You don't need to bother with extra headphones. Even better, you're still aware of your real surroundings. The padding is like a comfortable pillow all around your head. It also guides the lens into position and keeps it there even when you flip it up. Storing and cleaning the lens is really convenient. Just take it off. What's your interpupillary distance? No idea what that is? Don't worry. It's easy to find out with an Android
physical
app.
adjustment for your
IPD. It does your work for you and makes sure you'll see everything clearly. The OJO 500 has two straps. Here's the soft version. Just like the hard strap, it's easy to adjust, remove, and clean. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. Use Steam VR to play thousands of games. There's no long...
So it's the same resolution as the Odyssey, right? It's the same exact resolution, right? Is that the Odyssey's resolution, 2880 by 1440? If it's the same resolution as the Odyssey and it has all of these improvements, I guess the only real problem here is it doesn't have the anti-screen door technology, and that is the Odyssey Plus. So the Odyssey Plus, which we might find out about the Odyssey Plus tomorrow. You know, remember, IFA is in the building with a lot of stuff going on. Let's see if I can find my IFA trailer from yesterday. IFA. Yeah, see, all this is going on from IFA. You know, we're getting some announcements, we're getting some information, and so I'm really excited. Oh, so the Odyssey is a little bit higher resolution there. It's got that 1600 where this is 1440. So the Odyssey still has a little bit of an advantage there. So that's the same resolution as the old Acer. Okay. So yeah, I mean, wow, it does have a lot of nice features, but you know, Odyssey Plus might have a bit of a better fit, and then the anti-screen door, I really want to see that. You know, this is Samsung. This is not a little tiny company. Samsung knows what they're doing, so I really want to see what their little anti-screen door technology is all about. Hybrid Energy says, once you guys try 2880 by 1600, you won't go back. Well, I can tell you this, after playing my Oculus Go quite a bit, I do notice the freaking God rays of my Oculus Rift. I notice them way the hell more. So there is this thing where once you get an improvement, sometimes the improvement isn't that incredible, but it's really hard to go back to the previous thing. It's kind of if you've always had a 720p TV and you're like, yeah, this looks great. It's a 720p TV. You get a 1080p TV. You can't go back to 720p now. It might not look that much better, but you can't go back. It's like playing an Xbox One game and then trying to play the Xbox 360 version, and it just looks like an absolute mess. So I know how that could be a scenario. So let me just take a quick look on the various subreddits for some last minute information. Jet Island, we did see that. Actually, let me throw that Jet Island trailer on again. I thought that was very impressive. Like, I had no freaking clue what this Jet Island thing was, but you know, talk about spending $20 on something like hot horseshoes, hand grenades. You know, maybe save your $20 for this. This is September 21st. You know, so we got a lot of, but what's coming out on September 7th? Oh, virtual reality. Any of you guys out there that are HTC Vive exclusive players, virtual reality is coming out on September 7th. And I really like that game. I've played it on the Oculus Rift. I really like virtual reality. That's coming out on September 7th, so that's one to keep your eye on as well. But this one is September 21st. It looks pretty freaking cool. It looks very Spider-Man, Windlands. Actually, probably more Spider-Man than Windlands. It really looks like you're kind of being Spidey with a jetpack and with some crazy rocket gloves. So yeah, that's coming to Steam VR and Oculus Home September 21st. Looks kind of cool. VR Mania Q says, with me is like that as well with wireless. I can't go back. I can't buy any wire HMD even if the do-it-yourself is not perfect. So once you go wireless, you just can't deal with it. Bullet Ape, imagine in the future we will have emulators with options to add in screen door effect. Exactly, we absolutely will. It'll be like, no dude, this isn't accurate. It had a screen door effect. You gotta emulate that or it's just not right. Yeah, people do emulate scan lines. No question about it. I'm kind of a retro gamer. I don't like emulators. You know what I like? I like an actual physical RGB monitor with a picture tube, cathode ray tube. You guys can't see it, but I'm banging it right here. This is a Sony PVM RGB monitor. Absolutely beautiful for retro gaming. Haven't used it in a freaking fortnight, but it is absolutely beautiful for retro gaming. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the chat. Dr. Freeman says the OJO HMD from ACER only has 100 FOV, so you know, the same FOV that we've been having for a while here. Push the Button says people that have tested Pimax can't go back to a regular headset. Yeah, we've heard that with Sweeviver. The Rex Terra, I have an issue with God rays in the Odyssey. So Samsung has a bit of those God ray issues. Let's see, MAME fans, sorry we differ. Don't like virtual reality. Too repetitive. Well, maybe I didn't get into it long enough, but I like the comedy factor of it. It's kind of Portal-esque with its comedy, and I just like the visuals, like so many weird visuals, and it's not so much of a game. It's kind of more of an experience, but I was enjoying myself in virtual reality. Let's see. Crunchy says jetboard thing too. Yeah, it looks like you're kind of skiing or snowdoing or something on top of these mountaintops. So, I mean, this looks freaking cool. And you know, when you zip yourself around and now you're just kind of free floating, I wonder if people that have like a really strong fear of heights, is this game gonna make them feel like really queasy? I have a strong fear of heights, but I was able to play Windlands without too much trouble. Hybrid Energy says, Bullet Ape, that's such a perfect comment. People in 2056 will be waiting in line for a recreation of the very first Vive or CV1 because they're VR hipsters. Absolutely. They'll be like, no, you don't remember the days when all you could play was Unseen Diplomacy. It was the only game that allowed you to crawl around on the ground. MAME fan, yeah, I had scan lines and shadow mask on my MAME machine, LCD. Yeah, see, I like a cathode ray tube. In fact, let me move my camera for just a second here. I am breaking the fourth wall. See that? That is a, what is this called? It is a Sony RGB monitor. That thing is badass, let me tell you. That is my badass Sony monitor for retro gaming. Dude, you could hook up a Super Nintendo to this thing in pure RGB, and every Super Nintendo game looks absolutely perfect. I am like a retro hipster. But anyway, folks, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this show. We've actually gone for over an hour today. I'm quite hungry. I had a very small breakfast. I'm very hungry, and my stomach is starting to gurgle. So I will put on my little outro trailer. Thanks so much. This has been VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. Check out the website, vrgamerankings.com. You know, speaking of the website, the top 40 most wanted HTC Vive games and the top 20 most wanted HTC Vive games has been updated, so you can check that out. Haven't been working on the website too much lately, but definitely subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and like the video and tell about 300 of your closest VR homies about this show. I think they'll like it. It's, you know, it's just a freestyle show. It's a party. We have fun here. That is the way it is. And I'll see everybody tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Probably more thoughts on Bout of Blood, more thoughts on Torn, and who knows what else could be in store as well. So I will see you guys on tomorrow's episode. Take it easy. Later.